If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast without any minimum amount of listeners. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download your free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Every time I get on this call, I get so freaking excited because it's always good to connect, build, and have discussions with other women across the globe. Good evening, everyone, or good morning or good night, because I don't know where in the world you are. This is Tawanda with Real Girlfriends Across America, and this is our call that we have a few nights a week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I first want to say thank you to everyone that's listened to our show, whether you're on here now or whether you're going to listen later. And for those that invested time to dial in tonight, I do want to go out to you for a couple of seconds and say welcome. And if you don't mind, tell us your name, the state you're calling from, and the last thing, tell us something interesting. So again, I'm going to go out to those that's on the line, state your name, the state you're calling from, and then tell us something interesting. And come on, ladies, give me something really interesting, because the thing I've learned a long time ago is that when we women get together, it's always going to be incredible. So don't let me down. Give me something interesting. Don't tell me that, oh, I can speak Japanese. Well, no, that is actually kind of interesting. But anyway, we're going to start. Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We got about 6 people on, so I can't have everyone talking over each other. So I'm going to just have to put somebody on the hot seat. And I'm going to have to probably put Corinne on the hot seat just because she's the producer of the call. So we're going to start with 267, and we're going to call out to Corinne. Come on.
So it's Corinne. I'm calling from Philly, and I am feeling happy.
Is that something interesting? See, she wasn't even listening to me. I didn't ask you about your mood. I want you to tell us something interesting about yourself. You're always happy, so give me something interesting.
Interesting. Okay, since we're talking about daddy's girls, I am a daddy's girl, and my parents got divorced when I was like, so there you go.
Based on this situation, I have no idea what they're talking about.
What?
She didn't give
That's a man.
She didn't give an example topic of why she's talking about it and what she hopes that she gets from it, but also the audience gets from it.
What?
I think he's talking to Katie. He's with me.
Oh, okay. okay. All right. Thank you so much, Corinne, for that. All right, we have 720. So the first one I'm going to go out to ends in 8982, since we have two of you on.
Yay.
Yay.
My name is Amanda, and I'm calling from Colorado. I'm kind of boring, but I guess something interesting about me is one of my life goals is to start a turtle and tortoise rescue.
See, I'm listening to it. Instead of listening to it, I'm dissecting it.
Okay, now, if someone has background noises, could you just press star 6 and mute while they're dissecting our call? We'd definitely appreciate it. All right, so let's go to the other 720, 7302. That's your last four.
I think that's me. Hi, Tawanda. It's Destiny.
Hi, Destiny.
And I'm calling from Hey, I'm calling from Colorado, and probably an interesting thing is I'm going to try out this new product that might or might not make me see stuff.
You said a new product that what? That may or may not.
That might or might not make me see.
Oh, wow. That is definitely interesting. Well, please keep us posted and definitely sending good vibes your way, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Now, the 214 is a flooding us, so I'm going to go to the last 4 digits. And I usually try to use the first ones because most people have no idea what their number is. So I'm going to start with the last 4 digits, 4488, your name, your state, and tell us something interesting about yourself.
Okay, Angel Gray, I'm calling from Texas. And I'd have to say the most interesting thing about me is I have multiple personality disorder.
Okay, definitely. Keep it interesting, Angel. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Last 40818.
Hi, my name is Dawn from Texas, and the most interesting thing about me is I'm setting a precedent case in custody of my children from a gay marriage.
Okay. All right. Last 214 at the moment, which is ending 3373.
Hi, I'm from Texas, and the most interesting thing about me is that I started seeing women.
Can I get your name?
Why?
Okay.
Jordan?
Well,
Jordan?
Oh, yeah. And when you're dialing, you can use any type of name you want it. I just normally ask for names because as we start going through questions, I just want people to be able to kind of hear who's actually talking. Okay, Jordan said that, or Angel said that, or Corinne said that. That's the only reason I ask for the name. And if you need discretion, you can always use it. Thank you so much for dialing in tonight.
And this is another thing, a fun fact, is that this is my first time to ever do something like this, so there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome, and I'm glad that you invested some time to dial in to us, with us tonight. All right, and then we have 469. Talk to us. Area code 469. Are you there? Okay.
Alan, that's you.
Okay, well, 469, they dropped, so maybe they'll come back. Well, thank you, ladies, for dialing in. And if this is your first time, hopefully it would not be your last. I am Tawanda with Real Girlfriends Across America. And, again, we do this call Sunday through Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about hot topics. And we're always looking for other hot topics. So you can find us on Instagram at Real Girlfriends, the number 7, Facebook at Real Girlfriends Across America, or our website at realgirlfriends.org. You can give us some comments and feedback. And if you have a hot topic that you'd love to be talked about on our show, send us some topics and suggestions. So tonight's topic is talking about daddy's girls and daddy's issues. And this was actually a topic that was actually suggested by someone that has been plugging into our show. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As we get started, I just want to go ahead and say that this call tonight will be dedicated to all the fathers and men who has raised a child. Being a parent is definitely an amazing opportunity, so never take it for granted. So I salute all the fathers, all the real men that are taking care of children. So as we get started, let's talk about what actually is a daddy's girl. Okay, so we're going to talk about what Wikipedia says, because I know there's so many different types of terms and we think that it's this and that, so we're just going to kind of keep it to clarify. It is an innocent phrase used to refer to usually a young girl who is closer or relates better to her father rather than her mother. This implies a two-way favorable relationship. And keep in mind, so tonight we're talking about daddy's girl and daddy issues. All right, so let me go over a few signs that you may be a daddy's girl. And then I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions if that is okay. So just buckle in. This is going to be an interesting ride, and you're going to see why in a few. All right, ladies, I don't have to tell you to get ready because we're women. We stay ready. So with that being said, here are some signs that you're a total daddy's girl. Number one, you're so independent until you need your dad. Think about that. I know I can relate. Can you? Next thing, you go to him before you may go to your mom. Hey, Dad, I need you. 3, you do things you kind of hate just to impress him. 4, you think he's the funniest and smartest person you know. 5, when your friends are telling your boyfriend's stories, you talk about your dad and you share a story about your dad, basically. 6, the bank of dads is your favorite place in the world. You're always getting money from your dad, but he never lets you pay him back. He wants you to get him some coffee or get him some tea or do him some favors, but he won't take your money. Next, and despite being in your 20s, you're secretly relying on him just a bit financially because he's dad. Next, you love any excuse to hang out with your dad. And the last I have on here is most importantly, you know when you mess up, he's the one you can turn to, and he'll be there waiting with a cup of tea or coffee and some inspiring words, and maybe his checkbook if need be. And these are just a few signs of being a daddy's girl. So my question to you ladies is this. Question number 1, do you think that you are a daddy's girl? Why or why not? And we're going to go out to the 2 and 4s first. So do you think you're a daddy's girl? Why or why not? So just state your name and your response to the question. Anyone from the 2 and 4?
2 and 4, is that me?
Yes, a couple of you guys on here.
That was Angel speaking.
Okay, come on.
Okay, so this is Angel. In some aspects I'd have to say yes, but in some aspects I'd have to say no. Like I definitely go to both parents equally, but my dad, I go to him more with problems than my mom. And I definitely use the bank of dad a lot, and he doesn't like to make me pay back or anything like that. So but I'd have to go both ways.
Okay, I got you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, next 2 and 4.
Yes, I would say that yes and no. As a kid, I was always had more fun hanging out with my dad when he was around. But as I got older, now I'm probably closer with my mom when it comes to adult problems. But as a kid, yeah, I would do more of the stuff with my dad, like go to the racetrack with him, watch him race, and hang out with him more.
Okay. All right, one more 2 and 4.
Okay, so this is my first time, so can I just pass?
Absolutely. If I go out
Thank
to you and you want to pass, you're absolutely welcome to. All right, so we're going to go to 267.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely a daddy's girl. I think more or less growing up, and this is C. Yeah, I think because when I was younger, I didn't have to ask for anything. I guess if I needed something, even as an adult, if I needed something, then he would just make sure that I had it. So, yeah, I think I fall into that category.
Okay, sounds good. And the question that we're asking tonight as we're talking about daddy's girls and daddy's issues is, do you think that you are a daddy's girl? Why or why not? Okay, 720. 720.
I'll go. This is Amanda. I definitely am not a daddy's girl. My dad is a horrible person, and I haven't even talked to him in 5 years or so. In fact, I wish my mom would have had an affair with anybody else but him.
Oh, wow. All righty. Okay, how about you, 510?
Hello, this is Kay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you say the answer or ask the question again, please?
Yeah, the question is, do you think that you are a daddy's girl? Why or why not?